Hello, welcome to the Millionaire Woman Show, where we'll be discussing leadership, business, and human potential, inspiring you to live rich from the inside out. Unlock your creativity, stretch out of your comfort zone, break through your barriers, take inspired action, and achieve epic results. Now, here's your host, two-time best-selling author, speaker, and certified executive coach, Debra Kasowski.
Hello everyone and welcome. I'm your host Debra Kasowski of the Millionaire Woman Show, where we talk about leadership, life, and human potential. If this is your first time here, we're grateful that you're here, and if you are returning, even better. Don't forget to click on the bell so that you can get notified when we have more podcasts become available. So today I wanted to talk to you about failing forward. One of the best classic examples of failing forward is Thomas Edison. You know, people would say to him, "Haven't you failed?" You know, it took him 1,000 times before he invented the light bulb. And all he said is, "I learned 999 ways that it doesn't work." Marshall Goldsmith talks about failing forward. So one of the things that I want to challenge you on is failure. People fear failure, they look at failure, they think it's the end of the world, the extreme. So I want you to think about, what does failure mean to you? Failure does not mean that there's something wrong that happened, that we need to find fault or blame somebody for the occurrence that didn't get the results that we wanted. But when we're truly owning, and I like to say own because it's taking 100% responsibility for the results that we get, and if the outcome wasn't what we expected, and it was not better than we expected, many people think that they failed. But what I want you to do is take a step back from the situation, because you are not your situation. I want you to look at the situation as an opportunity to kind of dissect it and assess what exactly happened. What could have been done better? What went wrong? And where is the gaps that now I know if I implement it again, that I can get further ahead and maybe, just maybe, get those results that I wanted. But instead, what happens is people, they quit. They quit before they even came close to figuring it out. And the thing is there's a story about being 3 feet from gold. You know, there's a gentleman who had this land and he had been mining and mining, no success. So finally he just sells the land. A little while later, someone else comes and mines the land, and 3 feet from where he quit, that's when success occurred and struck millions. So I don't want you to be so close to obtaining the results and goals that you want, only to quit when you're so close to achieving exactly what that is. So when you fail forward, often people will say, and a great example that Marshall Goldsmith uses is, let's say I have an opportunity to conduct a meeting or do a presentation in a boardroom. And the meeting doesn't go as well as I planned. I stutter, I might have lost my pages, might have lost my place, I've been frustrated, I didn't articulate what I wanted to, people are confused, thinking, why did I spend the past hour here? So when we're thinking about failing forward as a supervisor or a leader, or even as a parent, great example is when you have that discussion with that person to say, you know what, how do you feel about how that meeting went? And, you know, they may or may not provide insight. You just take a moment to see where they're at. And it's not for you to rehash that, yeah, you know what, that really sucked. That really didn't come across as well as it could have. You failed to make impact. All of those, usually if the person's self-aware of their delivery, they already know that. So why are we taking a hammer and a nail, and banging it in to say, did you get this? Let me make sure you got this. What does that solve? So what instead, when you fail forward, is let's talk about what we can do moving forward to get those results. What is the lesson here for us to learn? What is learning about the direction that we want to go? How is it getting us to where we want to go? How can I prepare differently in the future to get the results? See, failure is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to become better. It's an opportunity to set yourself up for success because you have lessons. Not all of it was bad. There's some of the things that you could probably go back to and say, you know what? My preparation was poor. I didn't, think of the questions that people would ask, didn't anticipate. And, maybe something happened before I even came into that meeting. Is there something that I could have done to ground myself, calm myself? Because if you felt anxious initially, maybe it's just stating to the group that that's how you feel. People want you to succeed, contrary to what you might think. In your headspace, you might be saying, oh my gosh, I'm going to fail. They're going to laugh at me. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. And guess what happens? The more you think about it, you end up sabotaging yourself. And the results that you were thinking about may actually happen. So I want you to shift gears, and I really want you to think about, what are the results that I want? What is the outcome I expect? What do I need to do to get there? That reverse engineering. So if something didn't go well this time, how are you going to set yourself up for that great successful moment when you head out next time? I'm your host, Debra Kasowski, and I am so glad you've joined us. Again, if you feel inspired to share this video or podcast with your family and friends, we can help more people fail forward instead of dwelling where they're at and thinking that they are only their circumstance. And you can go over to my website at www.debrakasowski.com to download your free ebook, The 21 Habits High Achievers Kick to Achieve Success. And not only that, if you haven't booked a discovery session to learn how coaching could benefit you, please message me on the website and I will be happy to serve you. If you're looking for a keynote speaker, again, go over to my website, contact me. I would love to come and serve your audience. As Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. And my wish for you, as always, is go out and make today great.